I've got a paper, a ruler, my knife, plus my slab of clay. I'm not going to use this one right now. But if you've got a tile or a mug and you want it to be a perfect cylinder, then you can just cut out the exact size you want your mug to be. So I want this to be 6 inches. And I'll just make a little mark on my paper. Oops, I missed. And I just fold on that mark. So now I've got something that's 6 inches, and when I put it together, it will become a pretty sizable cylinder. So maybe you don't want yours to be that big, but if you do, this is like a nice template, an easy way to get the size of your clay you want it to be, or to figure out how big of a mug you want. And then you have a template that you can just cut out. So this is a slab that I had thrown earlier today, and it might need to be stretched out a little bit further. Let's see here. Throwing slabs can be really tricky, so I'd rather that you do not throw slabs and just use the slab roller. For those who are at home, this is a great method to get a nice slab, or you can use rolling pins. So, you've got your slab. Let's see, cut that one on the line, that's fine. And depending on how big of a base you want, it's up to you, but I don't want you to make anything that's really, really tiny. But soft slab. If you want to, you can put your texture and your design on this before you put it together. So while you're working on it, or while you've got it flat, you can draw all of the designs you want. And it might be easier that way, but you don't have to do it that way. I should have gone the other direction. Oopsie. We'll do this. Whoa. So this is just a quick way to make a slab mud. A quick, dirty way. If you're able to do your mug this quickly, it probably means that you are moving too fast. So depending on how you put this together, you may want to have it overlap. Like my mug right here, it has an overlap that you can see pretty well. I'll show it to the camera. So you can do that, and it doesn't look bad, but you'll want to think about where you have it overlap. I didn't think about this very well. I'm right-handed, and I put it right where I drink from. So it can make it a little bit awkward to drink out of. A left-handed person, though, this would be a great mug because it's not on that overlap. If you don't want it to overlap, one really nice trick you can do is you first overlap your tiles or your slab, and then you cut through both of them at the same time. And you'll want to cut at an angle too. That will help line things up. So I cut this at an angle. Let's see if we can get it in the camera. Cut it at an angle. When I score and slip this, these two pieces will line up really nice at the same angle. And you can smear it and adjust how it needs to be. And I'm not going to score and slip these. I'm just going to mash them together real quick so I can give another quick demonstration. Let's see, before we even get there, yeah. So, mug, you can start pushing this clay around. It's still pretty wet. So if you want a mug that bowls out from the inside, why not? You can push it out from the inside. And you can push it a long ways too. And there's other tools over there that you can use if you don't want to use your fingers.
Make a square mug?
You can make a square mug. Yep. Yeah, so think about how you want your mug to look. Think about if you want to really be aggressive. Whoopsie, that was too aggressive. Fixed. I just ripped through the side if you didn't see it. But, so now that mug, this is an ugly mug.
Looks like the gumball machine.
Kind of now. Now it's like, has a lot more volume because I pushed all of that outward. And you can push clay a long ways. Maybe you don't want the base to be this large, so you would cut out maybe little sections. And then you'd reattach that right here. Slip and score it together. That made that area a lot smaller. You'd want to do it on the other side so it's not so lopsided. Different ideas of how you can adjust your mug. So now I've got a mug with a teeny little base. Comes out. It gets all wonky at the top. Let's see. Adjust it a little bit. So if you have a mug like that and you want a bottom on it, get your slab of clay, and then you can just score and slip a new piece on. Whoa. So now I have a base, and when it's scored and slipped on, it'll fit perfectly on the bottom. Then I just have to add a handle. Whoa. So, really, really quick. Mug. It doesn't look terrible. It looks like it could use some work. Yeah. It ripped right at the bad seam.